Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the point. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Collier. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Now here's Risache. Young looking around. The 3 hits a three-pointer.
A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
Pass to Collier. Here's Brown. Money from 17 feet out.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Young. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Now here's Daniels. Back to Risache. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And Tatum, here we go. Gets stolen by Daniels. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Great open look there. Young's got 6.
Crisp mechanics of Young on display there. A guy who has his shot down cold.
Young's gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Outside, Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Young. 6 points for him. Williams grabs the board.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Sam, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark.
Here's Young. The Celtics making their last shot. Daniels misses. And stolen by Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Brown inside. Risache covering. Brown against Daniels. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from White. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Young. Here's the 3. And Daniels with a 3.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Celtics trail by 3. Kick out to Brown. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple. He has 7.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Atlanta with possession here. Following the 3 by Boston. Pass to Daniels. Here's Young. That one goes in. Young's got 8 points. Celtics have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. And here is Williams. Rebounded by Johnson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Risacher. 17 points in his last outing. Young, the pass to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Jacks up a 3. Boston pulls it in. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by Johnson.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Daniels passes to Porzingis. Counted. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Boston with some changes. Boucher's checked in for White, and Simon has subbed in for Collier. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. Celtics trail by 6. Simons outside. Tatum passes to Simons. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Risacher. Williams against Okongwu. Now here's Young. Fires the 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They lead by 4. To the middle. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Young on the attack. And Boucher with the block. Simons, right side. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Tatum with the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Young missing again.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And they're on the run. Here's Okongwu. Driving inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, I like how Okongwu put his head down there. Went right through the lane.
Outside, Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so the timeout by Glenn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For Boston, Minot's checked in for Williams. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Collier in for Brown. Atlanta also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Johnson. Kennard comes in for Risacher. And Krejci subbed in for Young. .105 left in the first. Krejci. Kennard for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, Kennard's percentages from 3 are insane, and he's consistent. He does it every year.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Collier, driving in, lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, oh boy, both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Krejci. Pass to Kennard. Porzingis up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Krejci.
Well, Porzingis has a unique vantage point, so he can find those open guys others might miss.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hauser. Beyond the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Krejci. To the left wing. Here's Porzingis. And it's good. 2 points. Now it's a 6-point Atlanta lead. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Collier. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the power forward spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. No shot.
I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid, fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Guys, back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And again, Boston with the triple.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 3, and so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Tatus checked in for Boston. White comes in for Simons. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Daniels is checked in. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Porzingis sets a screen. Now here's Daniels. Tightly guarded. Now here's Okongwu. From down in the low post, it goes. Okongwu's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Hawks trail by 5. While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident he is. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Kennard. And the free throw, no good. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocks some things for him.
Here's Hauser. He drops it from range. Hauser's got 15 points.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Daniels on the take. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Tons of first step quickness from Daniels.
Boston leading by 4. Here's Collier. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Alexander Walker nails it from 3. Alexander Walker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatum comes in for Queta, and it's Brown in for Hauser. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Young, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Here's Collier. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Young. Give him 8 points now. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics lead by 4. The 3, Collier. And again, Boston with the triple.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Daniels outside. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Minot. White looking it over. And the Celtics another 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Young. Oh, it's stolen away. Pass to Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. White for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Here's Tatum, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Sinks it from distance.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis is hot tonight, putting on a show.
On target from range.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Daniels outside. Okongwu with it. He has 6. Pass to Young. Young on the drive. Daniels outside. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston leading by 9. Here he goes. Minot, good. Minot's got this first bucket of the night.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Thunder, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Boston is, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Now here's Young. Give him 8 points now. There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Right side Risache. Porzingis passes to Daniels. Buries it from 3. Daniels has got 7 points here in the quarter.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Tatum from long range. Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Now Young. Right side Johnson. Pass to Daniels. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. .41 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
And the shot goes down.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 13-point game. Oh, got that one up quick. Young's got 11 points.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Outside Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Now here's Young. From behind the arc. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be back in a moment.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Atlanta Hawks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Okay, fellas, now we'll look at the sharpshooters lining up for the 3-point contest.
No matter who makes it, I know all these guys. They're ready.
The final tally of votes soon to come, but there's still time to get your ballot in. Now or never. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Boston leading by 10. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Risache at the 3. Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. KP wrecks the rim.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
The Celtics shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
At the line, shooting one.
And Atlanta with possession here. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Young on the attack. A rack attack from Young.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Collier into the lane. He's off on that one. Good D by Porzingis. Hawks trail by 9. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
The DA, I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Celtics lead by 8. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, of the many things about Jason Tatum that make him an elite player, I think his composure is underrated. This guy never lets the other team get under his skin, and that is rare.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Number 1, Boston.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 10. Here's Collier. There's the block.
Yeah, that was great job on defense from Daniels. He knows how to distract shooters.
From the baseline, Boston pulls it in. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Shots good by Collier.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And here's Daniels. He's got 10. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
To the wing, right side. Here's Collier. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Hawks trail by 12. Daniels outside. Outside Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Young, the pass to Porzingis. Over Williams. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 19 points. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Collier. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Boston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
At the line with 1 shot, Collier.
Hawks trail by 13. From outside the arc, Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. From deep, Johnson. Tatum with some nice D.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Young. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, he may not be imposing physically, but Young's skill set enables him to score through the contact.
Atlanta shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Outside Rizachet. Daniels will screen on Brown. The 3 from Rizachet. He buries it from 3. Rizachet's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Hawks on the break. Daniels outside. Porzingis with a screen on White. 6 on the shot clock. Daniels passes to Porzingis.
Porzingis does a nice job of getting the defense off balance and drawing the foul on his way up.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Simons is checked in for Boston. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
The 3, Collier. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Porzingis, an easy 2 on the layup. Porzingis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Boston leading by 12. Here's Collier. And he makes it. Collier's got 25 points.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Young. He's got 17. And stolen by Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Simons finds Brown. Here's Collier. Takes the three, and the three-pointer goes. Collier's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And he jams it home with authority.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Young. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest.
There's Simons with a three. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Rizachet. On the wing, Alexander Walker. All sorts of time. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Simons. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Here's Collier. On the wing, Simons. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a three. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Young. He's got 19. The three is up. Drills it from deep. Young's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Here's Collier. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Five ticks left in the third quarter. Here's Porzingis. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Porzingis has got 25 points in the game. And so it's Boston feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
This is why you got to keep pace with Simons, because once he's got a step on you, you're finished.
Daniels against Simons. Kennard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open beyond the arc.
Now here's Simons. From deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Daniels. Now Okongwu. Back to Kennard. Okongwu with it. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Simons, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, defensively, it's tough to chase Simons all over the floor.
line for 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And so Simons nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
Kennard outside. Drops in the three.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Simons outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Inside, the kick out to Johnson. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown against Kennard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams comes in for Boucher, and it's Hauser in for Minot. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Risache, he's checked in for Kennard. Free throw good. Brown. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Celtics lead by 19. Brown passes to Simons. And a miss there on the triple.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Down low. Here's a Okongwu. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, big guys have to be ready for this. Okongwu knows it's going to be a fight inside.
Pass to Simons. Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Simons has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
From deep, Johnson. Pure from three-point range.
That's an assertive play by Johnson. He was really looking to answer that last time.
White for three. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Hauser, and it's Collier in for Simons. Atlanta also making some changes. Porzingis comes in for Okongwu, and it's Young in for Alexander Walker. Boston leading by 18. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. Three-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Daniels outside. Porzingis sets a screen. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from three.
Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Daniels. After the basket by Boston.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Now Brown. Pass to Williams. In the corner, Tatum. Jacks up a three. Buries it from outside.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Porzingis with a screen on Brown. Oh, Williams with the block. White. He's off from 3. Hawks trail by 18. Oh, he drops it straight in.
Yeah, great look for Risacher. Close in, gets it done.
Boston's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. It's stolen by Johnson. Tatum against Daniels. Now Young.
Celtics foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Porzingis. Outside Risacher. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Oh, KP with the 3.
Such a unique threat. Not only can Porzingis shoot from anywhere, but he can also keep it out of the defense's reach.
Boston leading by 13. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Isaiah Collier.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Outside Risacher. Here's Daniels. Shoots a 3. It's money from deep.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Driving to the basket. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Oh, it drops in.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Isaiah Collier.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
The Hawks' shooting has been tremendous, 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. Using the glass to lay it in. Now here's Simons. There's the drive. He got it.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Now a Kongwu. Kennard outside. 6 to shoot. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Here's Walsh. Takes a 3. Oh, it misses. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Isaiah Collier.